Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be sharing 10 things I stopped spending money on. I'm really excited for this one. I saw this trend kind of going around on TikTok. I saw some girls like in their 20s sharing things they stopped spending money on, and I decided to turn mine into a YouTube video, and I also did the TikTok as well. But I just feel like this is such a good trend. It's kind of like the whole de-influencing trend. I think it's important to talk about things that you don't always need, that maybe the internet or people around you make you think you need, but you actually don't. And it's important to save your money for big expenses, for other things in your life that are important. And you know, if I can help de-influence you and remind you that you don't have to have everything you see online, then I feel like I'm doing a good job as an influencer myself. So these 10 items were really easy to come up with, honestly, because I have been very meticulous about my budgeting and tracking every expense, looking at my finances over the past year. You guys would know this if you followed my budget with me's, or even like my 2024 financial reset video. I shared about a lot of goals that I have financially, paying off my car, paying off student loans. And so I've really taken a look at my expenses in past years and been like, you know what, where can I save money? Where does it feel good to spend the money? But also, where can I cut back? By all means, if these 10 items bring you joy and you love spending your money on them and you have the means to, keep going. Don't feel like I'm guilting. I don't want anyone to feel like I'm guilting them into stop buying. Sorry, Spruce is playing with my tripod. I don't want to make anyone feel like I'm guilting them into not spending their money how they want. It's your money, so do what you want with it. This is just to give you some ideas of if you're looking to maybe cut back in a few areas of your life, save for a big trip, save for a big purchase. Maybe this will give you an idea of, yeah, some places you can save a bit. I also asked my Instagram story what you guys stopped spending money on, and so I'm gonna read your submissions at the end of this video, which is actually what I'm really excited for. Okay, so let's dive right in. Number one, if you follow my channel, you know about this one, but I no longer buy books, which may seem crazy. I do support my favorite authors. Like if there's a book I absolutely love, then I will purchase it. But I read 3 to 4 books a month. And if I was purchasing every book that I read full price, which is like let's just say $25 a piece, 4 books, that's $100 a month. And I'm not pirating the books either. I don't steal them online. What I do is I use my local library. So about 1.5 years ago, I got my first library card, and I absolutely loved it. When I was reading physical books, I would just go to my library, reserve books, put them on hold, and use that system. And then once I got a Kindle, I use the Libby app, which allows me to connect my library to my Kindle, so I can download free ebooks from my library right onto my Kindle. And I also use Kindle Unlimited. So that is a subscription. I think it's about $10 a month. You get your first 3 months free, but then there's hundreds of books on Kindle Unlimited that you get for that $10 price. So for me, I spend usually max like $10 a month on books, again, unless every now and then I want a certain book to have on my shelf. So if you're a big reader or you're just wanting to read more, but the price of books is kind of holding you back, support your local authors in other ways and use your local libraries for your books. Okay, number 2 is I don't pay for a gym membership anywhere. One, because my apartment has a gym. It's small, but it does the job if I'm wanting like a gym experience. Or I use ClassPass for all my workout classes. I have been using ClassPass since freshman year of college, so it's been about 6, going on 7 years of using ClassPass, and I have been like the biggest fan of them. I've gotten so many of my friends on it, but it's better if you live in a city where there's a lot of boutique fitness class options, because it gives you, most of those places are on ClassPass and you just pay a monthly fee of whatever you want to pay. I think the lowest plan is $30 a month and it goes up to like $200 a month. So wherever your fitness budget lies, you can get the amount of credits that work for you. And they also have like wellness and beauty places on there as well, but I mainly use it for my Pilates, my bar, and my hot yoga classes. And it's a great way to be able to budget for how much I'm going to spend every month, but still get the experience of going to all these cute and fun boutique fitness classes that are usually pretty expensive. So great way to save money on those is using ClassPass. The third thing I stopped spending money on is getting my hair colored. I honestly cannot remember the last time I got my hair colored. It may have been high school. Did I get my hair colored in college at all? If so, it was very early on in college. So it's been at least like 3 years since I've gotten my hair colored last. I just was like, it's so expensive, especially in Nashville. It's a couple $100s, which, you know, I understand the market. I don't think you know, a hairdresser should charge less than what they're worth in my budget how I would like. I'd rather spend that money other places. And I do love my natural hair color. I think it looks best on me, honestly. And so what I do is I just get a trim 2 to 3 times a year, and then I get a hair gloss either at the salon or I will do at-home hair glosses. And that's really what works for me. Meanwhile, getting my nails done are a priority. So I know a lot of girls, a way to cut back on spending is to not get the monthly manicures, which is amazing. I tried that 6 months ago, like last summer, spring. I tried that and it wasn't for me. I really prioritize getting my nails done, especially with my job, like showing things and holding up items and taking photos. But my hair was something I could compromise on. So for you, figure out what beauty treatments you want to try to do at home and which ones are worth it for you, and you can kind of look at it that way. The fourth thing I stopped spending money on is wine or just weekday alcohol. So first off, I am not a big wine person. Like if I'm cooking a pasta dinner at home, I don't think to myself, oh, I would love a glass of wine with this. I wish I was into that because it's so romantic and it's like in the movies and it's beautiful to like have a glass of wine while you're cooking dinner. I just don't love wine or like at home drinking that much. I just have no desire to drink at home during the week. So I save drinking alcohol or like getting a cocktail out for when I'm with friends and social activities on the weekends. And I feel like that really helps me save money because I rarely buy alcohol to have at my house unless I know I'm doing like a party or a pregame. That's literally the only time I buy alcohol for my house. And I only drink alcohol like 1 to 2 times a week. So I feel like that helps overall because again, being in Nashville, it's an expensive city. It's a tourist city. So restaurants charge $15 to $20 something for a cocktail. And so going out, even like a beer on Broadway costs like $8 or $9. So it's expensive to drink here out. And then since I don't love drinking at home, I just do it very rarely. And so in college, I learned that very quickly that it can add up, and a night out, going out and getting a ton of drinks out is like, could be $100+ night just on drinks, which is crazy. So I've really like cut back just because I've had the desire to, and money wise, it helps a lot. The fifth thing I've cut out is buying new clothes for trips or vacations. I feel like in high school and college or in early college, this was something that I thought, you know, everyone did. And it seems like everyone does. Like you're going on a trip, oh, you have to go shopping for that trip. But I soon realized like, wait, I actually like wearing the clothes that I have. And I'm like trying to buy 1 or 2 swimsuits a year that I really love so that I'm really excited to wear them like when I go on my beach vacations and things like that. Or since I work from home, the only time I really get dressed up is like if I have an event or I'm filming. And so I have a lot of clothes that I may not get to wear day to day that I then am excited to wear on these trips. And because I've been traveling so much, it just would not be feasible for me to buy new clothes or a new outfit for every single trip I go on because I travel usually at least once a month now. So I no longer buy new clothes for trips. I rewear, I repurpose outfits. I'm the biggest outfit repeater. But I am trying to kind of elevate my closet. But because I've reworn so many pieces and so many outfits for the past like 3 years, I am telling myself this year is the year I'm allowing myself to kind of change out some items in my closet, things that I've just worn through that just are no longer me, that I maybe bought or got like freshman year of college, and I just feel like now at 24, it's just not for me anymore. I'm allowing myself to kind of transition through new outfits, and I'm doing that by trying out Nuuly. So I'm really excited. I paid for this with my own money. This isn't a sponsor, even though I would love for them to sponsor me because I have loved my first month. Like this top I rented from Nuuly, and I'm going to talk more about this in my budget with me, kind of my justification for doing this. But I actually think if you're someone who's used to buying new clothes, buying new things for trips and vacations, and spending a ton of money on new clothes for trips that you only really wear on the trip, then using a rental service is actually perfect for you. So it's a great way to like feel like you have new clothes for the vacation, for the Instagram photos, but then you're not spending hundreds of dollars just having these, you know, vacation wear outfits laying around. So I'm using Nuuly to kind of find some new style pieces that I really love and also try new styles. But I feel like a clothing rental service is great for if you're going on a trip and you want new clothes for the trip, but you don't want to spend a ton of money on a whole new wardrobe. Number 6 is new makeup. I have realized that over the past like 5 years, I've tracked my spending habits when it comes to makeup, just like subconsciously. And I realized that there's usually just like 2 times a year that I get the itch, that I get the bug to try new makeup products, and I go all in. Like I watch the YouTube tutorials, I watch makeup reviews, and it's usually just like twice a year. The rest of the year, I am really happy with like my makeup routine. I just do the same thing every day, little pieces here and there, use the makeup I have. But about twice a year is when I get the itch to buy some new products. And so what I do is, one, since it's only twice a year, I sometimes will let myself get a product or 2. Or what I do is I wait till like my birthday or Christmas or a holiday and ask for it for my birthday, or I ask for Sephora gift cards. Like this past Christmas, I asked for Sephora gift cards from like family and friends, and I still have 1 or 2 gift cards that I haven't used yet, and it's March. And so I know when I get that itch again to like try a new product, or a new product launch comes out that I'm really excited about, that I really feel like is gonna work for my skin, my routine, then I will use the gift card to purchase it. So that's kind of how I go about new makeup. I really use what I have. I use what I love, what works for me, whether that's high-end or drugstore. And I like to use products up till they're almost finished or like empty. And then that twice a year comes around when I get the itch to try something new. I either am like, I can wait till a holiday, or I use a gift card. And that's how I go around like buying makeup, because makeup is so expensive. Like if you're buying every new launch, like it's $20-$30+ an item. Like makeup is expensive. It's so fun, but so expensive. Number 7, I don't spend money on unused subscriptions or things like cable. So I feel like a lot of us probably have cut out cable at this point. I pay for Netflix and Hulu, and then I use my family's Disney Plus and Amazon Prime account. And with unused subscriptions, I am so particular. Like I have actually gotten really good about not paying past a free trial. So whenever I sign up to like an app or something that has like a 7-day or 2-week free trial, that moment, as soon as I press like, yes, I want the free trial, I put a notification in my Google Calendar for 7 days from now or 6 days from now or whenever it's up, and I put like cancel that subscription. So I know that if I don't love that subscription by that cancellation date, I need to get off of it so I'm not charged for a full month. I know there's also apps and stuff out there that like monitor that. I don't have enough subscriptions to where like I need to monitor all of them, because like I said, I'm pretty good about like staying consistent. But something everyone can do is if you go into your Apple settings, you can see what apps you have subscriptions for by just searching subscriptions, and it'll tell you like which ones you're paying monthly for. So do that right now if you haven't done that recently, and you can automatically save some money there. Number 8 is food delivery. I'm also really proud of this one because I just don't love the experience of food delivery. Maybe I just haven't had good experiences with it. It's either comes wrong, my order comes wrong, it takes hours more than what's expected, they get the address wrong, I'm missing something in the order. Like it has just not been the best experience for me, but that's been good because now I rarely get food delivery. And I say rarely, I mean 2 to 3 times a year. There's maybe just one night when I'm sick and I want some soup and I can't go out to get it, or like I get back from the airport super late and I have no food because I was just on a trip, and I'll do it. Like again, 2 to 3 times a year is when I do a food delivery app like DoorDash or Uber Eats. And I rarely get takeout. I only get takeout if I'm like with my boyfriend and we want to like get takeout and have a movie night or something, and at that point we go and pick it up. We don't order it through an app. It just saves you so much money with the delivery fees, with the tipping. It adds up, and you're already paying for food from a restaurant that's expensive. Again, Nashville, restaurants here are really expensive. And I don't want to pay more on top of what I'm already paying to eat out. And also this tip like saved me in college is I only eat out when I'm with someone. So when I'm with my boyfriend, when I'm with friends, that is the only time that I eat out. Again, very rarely it happens when I just like need a night to myself and I don't want to cook or I have nothing to cook. But if I'm not being social, I cook at home. And that tip has really saved me so much money over the years. It really is the best for if you're trying to cut back on eating out, like only if it's a social thing, because then, you know, you don't want to feel like left out from the dinner plans. You want to enjoy life, I love going out to eat. It's one of my favorite things to do, but I make sure that it's social and then it's justified for me. Okay, we're getting close to the end. Number 9, you guys may be shocked by this, but I really no longer buy candles or flowers. And let me explain, because I think these are actually little luxuries that are totally worth it if you love those things. But I was just kind of like, actually, I haven't bought candles in a while because I reuse candles and it takes me a while to use up a candle. I don't burn candles every day. And so like my pumpkin, my fall, my Christmas candles, the ones from this past year, I maybe bought one, but I reuse them every year. So I don't like go through a whole pumpkin candle every fall. I reuse it for 2 or 3 years. This is probably the last candle I bought, and I bought this one in December, and it's huge. It was a little bit of a splurge. It's $30, but I feel like for a huge 4-wick candle, that's pretty good. This is from Threshold from Target. I bought this in December, and I'm about 3/4 of the way down, almost half, I guess, and it's March. So I'll probably use this up by the summer and like buy another one in 6 months. And I feel like one big candle every 6 months is pretty good. So again, I do use them. I do love them. I buy them occasionally, just not like every season. I don't feel like, oh, spring's here, I need to do spring candle. I'm a big reuser of candles. And then the flower one is interesting because I did used to buy flowers almost weekly for my apartment. I think they're so gorgeous. They freshen up your space. I love a good fresh flower, but spruce actually is saving me with this one because there's actually a lot of flowers that are really harmful and really toxic to cats if they eat them, and I don't have really anywhere in my apartment that spruce can't get to. So I no longer buy flowers just because I don't want to harm my cat. But for a special occasion, maybe, you know, I'll put them in my office or something. But so spruce is kind of saving me money on that one because I'm no longer buying myself flowers. Okay, my last thing I'm no longer spending money on is late fees / interest. Late fees meaning like, you know, when you're running late to a workout class or you don't cancel it in the allotted time, they charge you like $12 to $15. That's only happened once in my life, and it was an emergency that I had to like not show up to this workout class. Otherwise, I'm going to the class. I'm not paying $12 for a class I didn't even take. Or even like from my bank, like over withdrawal fees, we're not doing that. And then interest, what I mean by interest is like credit card interest. Obviously, I have to pay interest on things, bigger purchases like student loans and car payments. That's just how debt and interest work. But trying to get the lowest APR possible, and for credit cards, those interest rates are so high that no, we're not skipping a month. I don't think I've ever skipped a month of like paying off my credit card in full. Knock on wood. So I just am like super particular about making sure that I prioritize time to pay that off, to make sure I'm not overspending on there and everything like that. Just being good with our money. Good money habits are the way to go. And I hope this video gave you some ideas of new money habits maybe you can implement into your life. So I have your submissions. Comment below as well if you didn't get to add to my Instagram story, but I'm excited to share what you guys have stopped spending money on recently. Okay, so I've had a lot of people say coffee. Jen, Hallie, Order in the Court, it's a coffee and matcha. Just makes them at home now. Coffee, I feel like this is an obvious, easy one, but usually so hard to pass up a coffee shop. Coffee, specifically Starbucks and chains. Coffee / takeout, fast food, unless it's for social reasons, which is like how I am. Coffee for me, I didn't put this on the list because I do get 2 to 3 coffees out a week. For me, it's like the motivation for my work days a lot of times, or it's social. I'm meeting a friend at a coffee shop to work from. But one that I do less now than like I would like, I wish I could spend more money on to-go smoothies. But I'm always like, you can make a smoothie at home. It's so much cheaper. Smoothies out, I get like maybe once a month because they're delicious and yummy and fun to get on like a warm, sunny day. They can be like $13 to $15 for a smoothie from like a nice wellness place here in Nashville, which is a whole meal, which these smoothies have enough in them to be a meal, but I'm like, I can make a smoothie in my apartment that's just as good with as many nutrients for way less. So that is something that like I do pay for coffee every week, but smoothies, I limit myself to getting 1 out a month. So that was just a little extra tip in there. Sane said glass jars. I just reuse the ones I buy my food in now, even if they don't all match, haha. So, you know, not buying like things to put, not buying containers, just reusing containers you already have. Someone else agreed at getting my hair dyed at a salon. Ooh, Mary, I love this one. She said herbs. I started my own garden in my windowsill and it is very low maintenance. I want to start doing this. My roommate, Ashley, her boyfriend actually started a little planting garden on our balcony. So I'm going to have him add some herbs to that. And then 2 people said books. They mainly use Libby and they read online, which I absolutely love. Laurel said K-cups. Instead of just buying K-cups, she uses reusable coffee pods. I did that in college when I had a Keurig. So great. So great. And then Amanda, my friend, said overpriced cocktails. Amen, Amanda. We have definitely gotten some overpriced cocktails together, but I absolutely love that. And I love how we're all on the same wavelength about, you know, taking stuff away from our monthly expenses and making room for things that we actually love to purchase. You know, that's what I'm all about. Like, I love spending money, but I just want to make sure when I'm spending money, it's worth it, you know? Let me know how you guys like this video. If you have more ideas for like money mindset or money finance related videos, let me know in the comments because I absolutely love making them. And I will see you guys in my next budget with me coming at the end of the month. But I'll see you guys before then. But my next money planned video is my April budget with me. So anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.